Women's Day is coming up. We'll meet a dynamic woman who continues to have a legendary impact on Canadian basketball. She's currently head coach of UQAM's men's basketball team, Olga Hrycak, right after this. That she was the first woman in North America to coach a men's university basketball team is pretty cool. That she's twice been named a Canadian Coach of the Year and a Quebec Coach of the Year is pretty cool. That she won a record 9 AAA championships as coach of the Dawson Blues men's basketball team is pretty cool. And that her Citadins have twice won the Quebec University Championships is also pretty cool. In her 9th year as head coach of the Citadins de l'UQAM and with International Women's Day coming up, it's my pleasure to welcome Olga Hrycak to the show. Olga, thank you very much for being here.
Thank you, Richard.
You must see yourself as a bit of a trendsetter, and is that something you give any conscious thought to?
No, I really don't. I was happy to get the opportunity to coach at the university level. And then it's other people who sort of say, hey, you know, you're the only woman in North America. And I says, oh, okay, fine. But more and more what people are asking me is, how have you done it? How can women be a little bit more assertive in their situations? And so from that perspective, yes, but otherwise I'm just a coach. I just work hard and...
Well, yeah, but work hard, but probably work harder than most men doing your job.
I don't think so.
To prove yourself to the players, to prove yourself to other coaches?
Perhaps. I'm just a hard worker. I've coached girls before. I coached girls at high school, CJIP, university level, at the time when Loyola and St. George were separate campuses. And I've even coached the women's Quebec team. And I'm as tough as I was there as I am now. People find me tough, but I work hard at what I want. I want to be the best in my field, and we go from there. It's hard when you've got these other coaches who are named coaches of the year and stuff like that, and you sort of say, maybe one day, you know, I'll make it in that world. It's a tough world.
Tell me about that world. I mean,
it's a rough world. There's no problem with the players because the reputation is there. Over the years, I've managed to win. We've managed to win. My players, I've had some great players, the players that have gone to play semi-pro in Europe. So the reputation as a coach is there. And so the respect from the players is not automatic, but the minute they step into the gym, they know that she's the boss. And yes, I have assistant coaches. I have three male assistant coaches who do a lot of my legwork, who help me with recruiting, because some people have not heard of me. And but it's when you get amongst the male coaches at conferences and at nationals, we always have there's a day where all the coaches from across Canada get together. And it's a little harder to get their respect at that level. I think they know who I am now, but to get, you know, I'm not the one that's going to go out with you for a beer over the next couple of days. You know, it's going to be, you're going to take your buddy over to get a beer, but to ask Olga. So every once in a while I'll pick up the beer tab, but still, it's like, okay, so she's being nice to us.
So they don't see you as being one of them at the other.
I don't think so, but I don't know.
So what you need to do is win a national champion and say, hey, you know.
We're working on it. I'm working on it. When I first came in, I just took pretty well any player that was, you know, had a good, some good talent. But now I say I'm not recruiting anybody my size. If I can look you in the eye, you're not making this team, because the 2 times that we went to nationals, we were up against Carleton, and Carleton had a 6'10" kid, and he just, you know, did whatever the heck he wanted. And I said, no, this is not fair, you know. And then I've got to recruit size, and so I have gotten her size, and we're right on the right track. We're in the playoffs next week against McGill. And it's going to be a dogfight. We've beat them twice. They beat us twice. And same thing with Concordia. Concordia, who is the reigning champions, have lost a couple of games, and we've been close with them. And usually my teams take a little bit of time to develop over a period of time. But we're right in the thick of things, and I want to go back. I want to go back and challenge Carleton again.
And win, beat them, not challenge them.
Yeah. They're tough. They're tough. I've seen some of their practices. They're tough, but it's not impossible. The couple of times that we have played, then we lost the first time by 3, second time by 5, in a national championship game, first round.
It should happen.
It's not far.
Tell me about your coaching philosophy, and as a woman, is it a philosophy that you've seen applied on other teams, or is it totally unique?
No, it's not totally unique. I've come through some very excellent coaches. Back in the heyday, Richie Spears was a wholesale name here at Dawson College. He passed away a number of years ago, but Jack Donnie, who was a legend in basketball, not only in Canada, in the United States, and internationally. And I've learned from the best. And my philosophy is, there's something I learned from John Wooden, who won 9, I think it was 10 national championships in a row. He said his success is peace of mind in knowing that you did your best to become the best that you're capable of becoming. And that's what I base myself on. My parents were of European background, and they were the hardest workers when they came over here to establish a life for the family. And that hard work, that effort has always paid off. They have always said, if you work this hard, you're going to have this much success. If you work this hard, you're going to have that much success. And I believe in that. I believe in hard work, I believe in effort, and I believe in doing your best.
With International Women's Day coming up, what's your message to young girls, to women out there? I mean, I know you started out as a basketball player, right, for the Carabin and Université de Montréal.
Way back when, yes. Yeah. I started out as a basketball player, and it's self-discipline, self-motivation, and don't be afraid to take risks. I took a couple of risks when Champlain opened their job. They said, we need a men's coach and a women's coach. I said, look, I'll apply for the coaching position, but I prefer to get the men's coach. I was being a little bit risky in the day. I mean, the 80s weren't that, I was confident, and I think you have to be confident and not be afraid to take opportunity and take the first step. Don't wait for others to do it for you. And you just have to be in control and know what you're capable of doing. Don't be afraid. If you know you are confident in your knowledge, in your teaching expertise, go with it, and don't look back. Why should you look back? Be very positive.
Yeah. I'm sure you're not looking back. I'm sure you're looking ahead to Carleton.
I'm always looking ahead to Carleton, always.
Olga, thank you very much for being here.
I really appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Talking with you.
That's great.
We go from a great lady of basketball to a great man of baseball. A Montreal rapper reflects on the loss of Gary Carter and talks about his connection to the former Expo great. Don't go away.